Melissa, you want to share just briefly
Yes,
about,
so,
what you
my
do?
name is Melissa Biliardi, and I'm the founder of HD Support and Care Network. And so what we do is we help families find support and care resources for their HD loved ones. We try to support the caregivers. We're trying to help where we can. And HD Support and Care Network is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was founded in 2016. But I've been doing this work since 2008 when my son was diagnosed in 2008 with HD. So, I've been caregiving with him for 10 years now. And, we've had a lot of ups and downs. And so I'm here to kind of share with folks what my experiences have been. And I've really connected with a lot of HD professional physicians, psychiatrists, clinicians, researchers, scientists, people that really have a handle on the disease and what is happening with clinical research, treatments, what are the guidelines for that. And so if you have any questions or if you need something, I'm here to help you too.
Is there an email address you could share that might be helpful for
people?
So
the email is Melissa, Melissa, and it's at HDSCN.org, HDSCN.org. And that's also the website, HDSCN.org. And we're also on Facebook.
Melissa, obviously it can be a challenge when it comes to advocating for yourself and or a family member when you're talking to the physician. And I know obviously because it's a progressive disease, while in the beginning it might be a little easier to advocate for oneself as the person with the disease, that eventually starts to shift. How do you recommend that people either manage that transition or, and allow the person with the disease to advocate as much as they can, but make sure that the doctor has all the full information?
That's a little tricky because depending on what kind of stage your HD person is in, or even what kind of day they're having, they may or may not be as responsive as, what a doctor is hoping for. So I just kind of let the patient lead. When the doctor is asking questions, I just kind of let the patient lead. It might take a few minutes for them to kind of articulate something. And then if they can't, get it out, so to speak, I will speak up and state specifics that the doctor's looking for. And as Dr. Samantha had mentioned in one of his previous webinars, have a list of things that you need to talk to your doctor about, because once you get in there, you kind of forget. Right. Your mind might be thinking about something else, or maybe your HD person is having difficulties, and so you kind of can lose track of your trend of business that you have to take care of. You only have so much time with a physician. Right. And so if you can kind of get down to business as soon as possible with him or her, then you might have a more successful visit. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. And I think I was talking with one of the physicians, and they were talking about how the belief is that if there's a symptom that might be tied to the disease, that people believe the physician will bring it up. And this physician said to me, there is no possibility that they will ever be able to bring up all the symptoms because there's too many. And so it actually, it's sort of a misnomer that we need to be able to even trust or know that our physicians can bring that stuff up. So,
and every patient's different.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't manifest the same way.
Progression happens different in different people. So, there are certain signs and symptoms that are typical.
Right.
But, when you get to your doctor, you really want to have a customized visit with him or her. And, like I said, if you have a list of things, and you may not be able to cover everything, you might have like 20 questions for the doctor, and the doctor's like, I can only handle so many today. But if you have other, questions, then you can make an appointment next month, or, you know, continue it on. But, you know, there's just so much that you
Right.
can cover in one visit.
Is there a really good symptoms list that's available that people can utilize that's actually comprehensive enough without being totally overwhelming?
You know, there's a couple of things that I could mention, and I can put up links to these
Great.
documents. Dr. LaVon Goodman, who's up in Washington, she's been taking care of HD families for 30, maybe some odd years. She's kind of retired. She's an internist, and she's kind of retired, but she has continued to take care of the HD families, which is amazing. She's just an amazing woman. But she has done a series of, they're called algorithms, but really what they are is flow charts of specific symptoms that HD kind of brings up, obsessive compulsive behaviors, agitation, chorea, those kinds of things. And then she also produced, and this is with, it's with a number of different physicians. They got together and put these algorithms together. And it's for, you know, general practice for physicians that are trying to treat for these symptoms. And so what it has is the different medications that are available for specific symptoms. Then she also put together a specific document just for the patient or caregiver. Before you go in to see your doctor, have your list put together, and it's kind of a precursor to your appointment, what to do. Right. And these are really great documents that she produced maybe 5 years ago.
Wow.
And you know, you don't really see them that much. I try to put them out there as much as possible, and I need to check in with her because I think there may be other symptoms that she's worked on since then.
Okay. I love that. And if we could, putting up those links and making those available, because I think that a tool always helps, I think, make sure that people aren't missing something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think they're on my website under resources, but I'll find them and put them with this particular video so that you have the direct link to it.
Oh, that's a great idea. And we'll check and make sure. And if it's on your website there, we'll link it to our website.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that idea. The letting the person speak and let them say what they need to. We're so quick to sometimes jump in.
Well, and I think the doctor wants to hear from the patient. They want to see, okay, where is the patient at with this disease? How, you know, is he or she able to answer questions? What's the level of cognitive impairment? You know, they're always, I think, from what I've been told, is they're always looking at the patient, assessing the patient to see what's going on.
Right. And what they can make. Right. Absolutely. Do you ever do you ever send a physician any like notes or emails or something in the portal that kind of lets them know? Okay.
Yes. As time goes on and your patient is progressing, you're caregiving a person or whatever, it's always good to keep especially the primary physician or the neurology expert, keep them informed as to what is actually going on. And that's not to say, oh, a daily, you know, report. No, this is what are the changes that are happening? What are your concerns about these changes? Just to let them know, hey, something's changed. You know, I'm concerned about it. What do I do?
Right. Absolutely.
We have support groups online too.
Melissa does an amazing job at hosting these online so that it's the same platform. So it's really easy to use, but then it'll help us with the distance.